Of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get it done. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check nine. Jim. Kill.
Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the third round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brees. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Come on.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working at it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hold on. Check.
They'll run it here with Perine. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun. Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the 31, Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
2nd down, it's Henderson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
218, chop.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 17, Breeze looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 40, 30, 10 for touchdown, LA. Darrell Henderson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Clay Matthews able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Breeze now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw is Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and 1, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Goff on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Darrell Henderson. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
3 down.
The final shot before break here. Gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's now third down.
120.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Mike 58, right there.
Bree's going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They come out here in the eye. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. And And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
20, 65, 65. Shit. Rush in. Rush super. Rush in. You go tight. You got tight right there. Showing up. Check the backer. Twist. Kill.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Again, it's Henderson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 38, gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Saints 14. Rex Zerline on for the field goal. A 15-yard.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Going deep here for Matthews. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. He was looking for Matthews that time. So that right there was his second pick. But keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying? That getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain there of 21 yards. Now gone. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Check. Go.
They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Samaje Pirine, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
0-2.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Opposite. Hey, do.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Continues on the receiving end from Breeze. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze again. That's caught. It's Thomas. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, it's Henderson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now P. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Gall. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, L.A. Gall finding Higbee.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a carry for P-Ryan. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll run again with P-Ryan. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No,